What's up, Internet? Welcome back to Riven. In the last episode, we saw someone take off in this shuttle, assumedly towards Jungle Island, and we have to follow them. We have a lot of stuff we're leaving behind, but I think that is totally okay. We're in pursuit of knowledge, and sometimes we just have to knowledge dump before we can analyze. Do I need to be on this side? Do I need to test that out? I feel like no. I feel like I'm good to just send it. Let's send it. Off. Whee. Alright, yeah, for sure we're going to Jungle Island, which is great because what that means is we'll probably be going to the areas we've not been to yet. We never saw this tram station out there. To the city, maybe. Okay, so now what I do want to do here is flip on this side because I am seeing some stuff over here. Oh, come on. Wait, hold. There we go. Alright, we just gotta check, out of curiosity. The whole reason we play these games is just to experience and explore. We gotta make sure that there's no crazy perspective things happening. That's why we do these things. Okay, great. That is for sure not the first thing everybody does. Hello? What in God's name is this? Okay. I'm assuming because it's here already, that's what that's why that button's not working. What the hell? It's definitely some sort of transport pod. I don't understand what it's for, though. I'm sure we'll know in time. Oh, we come in from the top to that. Okay. There's a skylight, and then there's a way down. Okay. Well, that exists. I guess we should be checking stuff too. All right, well, onward. Oh, well, that describes that. All right, fair enough. Can I walk out onto it? It almost seems like I can't do it. What is that sound? Is that happening inside the machine? Yeah, it's not letting me, like, walk out. Maybe just because it's not oriented correctly? Alright, well, at least I have an idea of there's a machine. This button doesn't do anything. And I don't think I can currently turn this. Yeah, there's something going on in there. Alright. That seems like it's our only path. So let's go back into the shuttle. It's good to know that this is here. I'm glad we didn't ignore this. This does not look like there's a path here from the outside. My secret brain was going off. Alright, let it flip and turn. Turn around. Take me to my destiny. That dude is probably long gone. It looked like Gehn, but it could just have looked like not a young human. All right. Another elevator. I suppose as long as the island are not flat, you're going to need ways to get up and down. Aha. Okay, well, it doesn't look like I can go any more down, so let's try. Is that all the way up? It looks like you could keep going. All right. Oh, interesting. Okay, this looks like a set of stairs that we could release, but we don't have the ability to do. Oh, maybe this. Oh, there you go. I should stop speaking and start looking first. Oh! I was fucking right! I was right! That's awesome. I was kind of right. I said that this would be the place to do it, but maybe it is correct, because that'll be the elevator to go up there. Wow, that's funny. Okay, yeah, I was right. I knew it was a staircase. It looked like a staircase. I was like, there's no other reason for this to be here. All right, cool. So, up we go. Oh. Oh, sure, because it's trying to hit this platform. Anything along the way? All right, we've made it. We've found the top level of our jungle. The canopy, as they say. Okay, so obviously we have access now to the spinning disc thing. Oh, this is good. We actually maybe have done it. Now, this is supposed to be the eye, like, mostly closed. This is interesting. It is not working like it did before. Because it is supposed to be like that. Or is it the... Oh, what is the iris of the eye supposed to be? It's supposed to be that, isn't it? Oh. I might have to go back and find out. Alright, well, let's not run. Hold on, we're not running. We're going to go back, and we're going to look at every single piece of information we could possibly find. So these are not on. They have, like, every other lantern on. Interesting choice. So that's the way to the perspective thing. Let's keep moving. That blocks us off from that way. There's nothing on this pipe, right? I've made my own pipe mistakes on this game, so we're going to not make that mistake again. Okay, I could go all the way around to this, and I don't see anything specifically. Up we go. Assumedly, the dude went here. Right, this is the thing that we could see at the top of the cliff from the other side. And I cannot go anywhere else here. So oddly, this does not lead us to the city, unless this building somehow does. Uh-oh. Oh. Hello. Look down upon the village. Yeah, I am indeed. This is cool. I see anything else that I couldn't have seen before? Not necessarily, but it is a good view. What is this? Oh boy. Okay, so I could open or close that. Or I could go down. Okay. Does this work not up there? Because clearly I should probably change the state of where it is right now. Okay, so I have to be up there. I think I'm gonna close it and just see what changes once I do that. Does anything noticeably different happen? Not that I could tell. But there's got to be a reason to do that. So we're going to just keep it that way. This is a very weird building. They built an entire building just to do this. This is a very vain thing to do. Alright, so clearly the next thing to do is probably the symbol. And I can't just... No. Okay. Alright, well, cool. So this for sure has to do with what we're doing next. So let's find the right symbol. The other ones have also... It looked a little weird, the texture on the tree. The other ones have also, like, shown what symbol they were supposed to be. at least in some way. Like, this isn't even doing anything. It's just pressing down and pushing back up. There's something else I have to do to this machine? Oh! What did I do? I can legitimately not tell you. Both times I've done this. Oh, did I raise that? How did I even do that? All right, well, I did it regardless, but I don't understand. I actually truly don't understand. All right, well, we're going to go before it closes on us again. I might need someone to explain that one to me. Or I'll watch the footage back and figure it out. All right, closing it up. This is good. That we're two domes in. And I thought I had the right symbol. Okay. To the starry expanse, I think, right? That's what it's called? So now the question here is, what happens when we get in there? Are we just going to connect another bridge, or are we going to actually make some, like, fast travel progress things? Because it seems to think that, like, some of the stuff that we read seems to indicate that, like, we might be able to, like, move between these domes. So I could come in one dome and out another one. All right, so let's not miss our switch again. Uh-huh. Okay, so load. And fire. Oh, well, I suppose we're going to have to reorient it. How shall we do that? Oh, we can keep going down. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I suppose we should do that. All right, it's similar to how it worked before. Out it goes. Aha, now it's ready to receive. So let's click this. Interesting that it now is moving to us. Because that's where it was before. That was the sun one. So maybe we can't move between them, but we can see. So that was where we were before. Okay. Hello. So we could rotate on axis. Or not on axis, but we could rotate. Yeah, I guess at the same point. Can I get out here? I could walk on it, that's for sure. That's cool. I don't see the purpose of this. Oh, you know what? Is the idea that every time we're adding one of these, we're like, we're adding a different way to travel through space/time. So once we do all of these points, we'll be able to like fully connect everything. I think that may be what it's getting at. Okay. Well, that's connected. And I'm not sure there's anything else we could do here. The last time all we had to do was connect them. I'm sure that we'll do more with this in the future. Oh, no, wait, hold on. I have to fire it. I forgot. That's for sure going to change something. Let's go back down. So it's still only rotating us, which is totally okay. I just wondered if we were going to have, like, the powers, quote-unquote, of all of the different ones we've put in. So right now, what we would be able to do is go horizontally across the entire orbit. Seems like no, but... So that button, for sure, is to connect it to the big gold dome on Temple Island. That one where that we saw that was lit up, that light with the little control pad, that's for sure what we just did. We just connected it to that. And maybe that's the only goal. All right. Out we go. The lack of cooperation on that little observation device makes me think that the one on Survey Island maybe I could even get to work, but there's something about that one that doesn't feel like it's correct. All right, here I come. Back to reality. Is that a gear in there? What is that? Oh yeah, I guess it's just mechanical parts. Okay. So, ironically, we're still at the point where we can't get to the city. Or to the village, as they call it. We still don't have a path for that. But I've gone this far, and assumedly, they wouldn't let us come all this way if there wasn't something to see. So, maybe I go back to the village and see if that star thing helped in any way. We also are still missing a totem perspective design thing. Let me just check this again. Yeah, see, it's like not working now. Is it just that I have to hit it exactly at the right... Yeah, okay, so I just didn't hit it. I have to hit the button exactly at the correct one, and it will slow down back at the right one. Got it. Okay, so actually the first time I did that, I did, in fact, get lucky. Which is interesting. Okay, so I don't think I could pull this up anymore. It's good that I can now have this elevator because this makes travel and transport so much easier. I now have an ability to go from here to survey and from here to boiler, which is cool. Just a little wildlife. What's the best? I actually want to go, let's go this one to this one, because this is the lower one. Cool, the world actually feels connected now, which is good. There were so many paths that I was blocked off from. I'm curious to know where the dude went, though. He had to have gotten... He had to have used a bridge, right? So which way did he go? Can I use this ladder now? It seems like this is... Is it weird that I feel like I didn't see this track before? Maybe I just wasn't as observant. What did that do? That bridge is still up. All I need to do is pull that pulley system. Oh, you know what? That's probably that camera in what we call the evil lair. Huh. I feel like we would have seen something significant if we could come down here, but let's... I suppose let's go to the other side and see if we can get in there also. Just in case that allows us to do something. Again, very likely not. Yeah, we're back to Jungle Island shenanigans with a little bit of additional information topped onto it. I mean, the closest, I'm trying to think about the other things we're closest with. I think the next closest thing I would say is like the marble thing in on Boiler Island. This doesn't have something on either side, yeah. Let's just take a look. Our little creature guys are back, as they always will be. Still no word on that side. Yeah, here's a better view of this. Oh, there's a... Look, there's like a alcove here. How do I get there? Huh. This island is so big. It's bigger than I actually gave it even credit for. Because there's a lot of paths, but I was like, oh, okay, well, that'll condense, but it's really not. I can't go down here. Okay, that's totally fine. I should check the house just in case he holed up in here. I'm assuming we're not going to see another character unless, you know, it's a story beat, but... Okay. What's the best move here? I think we take minecart to boiler and just see what else we could do with that. That seems like the best course of action right now, because Survey Island, I feel like there was cool stuff there, but not a lot of... I guess maybe there was. It just feels like the Boiler Island thing is the way to go. Especially because it's called out so heavily in the journal that we're not forced to read, but it's so obviously there on the table to read. So let's take our way. Let's go make our way all the way back over there, and then we'll take another look at what all that means. Right. Yeah, and again, we still don't really have we don't have an answer for this, even. Oh, here, yeah, and there we go. That's the reason we have this situation. Because we took the Boiler Island mine all the way there, but didn't come back. Let's look at this again also while we wait. It's supposed to be like a manta ray. It almost looks like an anteater. Can you see that? Like with it's like a tongue. I don't know what it's trying to get me to see there. I get that it's important, and I'm sure we'll know what it is when we see it. Really, really curious. This is, again, for sure harder. I wasn't sure I believed that this game was harder, but it absolutely is. You know what it is? It's not to play the pun game, but it's mystique, right? It's more of... Myst is very in your face about what is a puzzle. And this game is not as obvious about what is and is not a puzzle. Or, like, what is a puzzle element, I guess. Because it's, you know, also more interested in story. So this is an interesting island because there's that perspective, the thing to stop the spinning dome. Somewhere there has to be an entrance for that, and I don't know where that is yet. So we're going to have to find it. I'm assuming it has to be... Well, actually, I don't know. So we don't have to go into the boiler room thing again, because we could just climb up the ladder in the back. Really, we're looking for like this level, like a ground level door that we could access. And we should take a look at that again. Okay. So that brings us back out. Let's open this up. Close it. Heading down. And yeah, let's not, as we've figured out before, let's not take any of our paths for granted. There might be an extra thing here. Yeah, like here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I'm glad I looked. Cool. Does that mean we'll have two of the... Or sorry, we'll have two of these spinning things in this episode? Maybe. So now here, this one's a... Isn't it this the... Yeah, I was right. This is the half one. Well, I got it. Hit the nail on the head. All right, well, hell yeah. Let's do it. Sick. That's progress. I will absolutely take this. I will not be deceived by this game's mere tricks. But I also have a feeling that this is not the only thing I have to do in this game. Because if it was that easy, then I feel like the game would be too simple. I have almost a feeling, I don't know why I'm getting this. I'm getting this feeling that it's like a Castlevania game, like where if you've never played a Castlevania game, you should. You should play one of the good ones, but many of those games, if not most of them, if not all of them, have a thing where you could get to the final boss and beat them, but that's not actually the true ending, and you have to kind of do something a little bit more complicated and puzzly in order to achieve the real good ending. All right, so the same thing here. Let's extend this out. Okay, we're ready to receive. We can turn this around, and while we wait for that, we come up here, load it, come back, send it, and fire! Very nice. Okay, so that was the one I came from. Oh no, is that the one I came from? Oh shit, I can't even tell. We definitely haven't done that one. That's probably the survey one. So what does this guy do? Okay, so this also goes horizontally. Interesting. And again, the only... Well, maybe actually it'd be interesting to see what happens when I do this. Because I'm looking directly out and above. Yeah, I wonder if there's anything that I can do where I can put it to a place that's not the docking point. Not currently, it seems. It seems like there's nothing to get on this horizontal plane. I could get here, but not far enough to make that worth it, and I'm sure the game doesn't want us cheesing it like that. Alright, cool. So I've sent the laser, right? We're good there, yep. Alright, cool. That is progress. Absolutely. So yeah, now I just don't know what next. I guess we should still, well, stay here in Boiler Island, because obviously that progress helped. And we'll just take a look again at the marble thing, like we initially intended. I see the light! Cool. I'm just checking around. It doesn't look like there's anything else here. Very nice. Okay, cool. So I think we can say we justifiably understand how these puzzles work now. We understand that if there's a curved door like that, we should probably check the outside of it. Oh. What is that? Oh, that's probably, that's this, yeah. Okay. So now we could take this path. Now that way is the way to... That's the way to the dead bridge. Huh. I love that this part of the railing is bent for this. Did this used to be a different thing here? Did that ship used to be right up there? Let's check this out again, because I'm getting a little suspicious. Hello, what the fuck? Oh, I'm getting like glare. Oh my god, that's crazy. Okay. So yeah, it does react to the light a little bit. That is trippy as hell. I guess it is a lens. I got scared for a second. I was like, what in the hell? Okay. Alright, so let's go back to Gehn's lab, because there's clearly stuff to do there. And open it up. And just check in. Okay. Wonderful. Okay, so we don't know what to do with the numbers yet, but we have numbers, and we have a number... We have one, what we think is like a creature symbol left. I didn't even notice these the first time. It's just like little darts. Are there any drawers in any of these? No, just this guy. Okay. Yeah, we never figured out how all of this machinery works, which is, I think, fair. It's new machinery. Okay. Yeah, this door is the one to the shuttle to survey, yes. Okay. All right, so we have these more polished marbles. I have this one that I took from downstairs. We have this piece of paper that says the counterintuitive aspect of fire marbles, that a greater strike force does not always yield the maximum energy output, never ceases to amaze me. Optimal strike force base value. Yeah, obviously we can't tell what that number is supposed to say. Fire marble, power marble. Strike force compensations. Oh, is it saying that whatever the base... So we have to figure out what the base is. Once we know what the base is, we can use whatever the island that we're on is to add or subtract that from whatever we're in. Okay, cool. So... I wonder, can we math this? I mean, it's all math, but can we figure out... Also, let's figure out what this does. So that starts spinning it. And that starts doing that. I could stop this, right? So that, this turns on or off this central machine. That seems to drop water or something on this thing. This just makes this go faster and faster, right? We figured that one out the last time. And if I, like, hold it, it doesn't work. We're operating at a high speed right now. Is this going faster? Seems like we're like at basically what max speed could be. Huh, okay. So what do we have here? We have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that's probably 0. So 0 to 5 to 10 to 15 to 20 to 25. So I have 25. I could set it to up to 25. And I'm trying to figure out... Interesting. Okay, so that stops the whole operation. Oh, that camera is probably the one that is also 360 on survey. That's up there. Okay. Here's the interesting thing. If I think that, let's pull out our numbers. If I think that this bottom number here, I think I took a picture of this, but let me just confirm that just for later. I did. Okay. If I confirm that this bottom number is 11, because it's the curve which we think is 10 and the vertical line which is 1, if that's plus 11, what that means likely is that the max base value is 14. Right? Why? Because if I have to add 11 to the strike force compensations, it means that's the most I can... That's the highest I can go with still making that possible on this machine. Now I'm seeing this too. So what do we have here? So that's 14 if that number's to be believed. So if that's the case, what's the highest number I can bring it the maximum to? It's now 11. So if strike force maximum is now maximum 11, the base, where does that leave me on the back end? So this is minus what? Minus 5, okay. That would be 6 then. And this is minus 8. Okay. So if that's minus 8 and we're at 11, that's a minus a 3. So that's good. That means that the range of where the base could possibly be at is what? Let me just write some of these symbols down. So the vertical line was boiler island, and then I think the horizontal circle one is survey. So I don't know what that last one is for, but I think it's for that rift. And now we're saying that if those numbers are to be believed, that the base strike range is from 8 to 11. Yeah, base strike range is from 8 to 11, so it's either 8, 9, 10, or 11. So we have 4 options. What can I do with that information? I mean, that's now possible to do process of elimination. Because it means I'm only trying 4 options in direct numerical order, but I wonder if there's something else that could tell me what exactly I should be doing. So there's also this, which obviously says optimal strike force base value. Yeah, I can't see off of that. Well, I guess we could confirm that it's not... We might be able to confirm that it's not 8. Because if you see, that number doesn't look like it has that K shape jutting through it, which is good. To be honest, it doesn't even look like it has what looks like the 9 shape. So if it's 10 or 11, that definitely cuts down our number options by a lot. 8 also doesn't necessarily make sense because if you subtract 8 from 8, it's obviously 0, and then I don't think the machine works at 0, right? Can we test that? If we were saying that this was a 0 one. Oh, hello. Okay, well that did something. That was at what? No, oh, that was at 9. Or 11, rather. Interesting. So it started lighting up at 11. We're on Boiler Island, though, so that would be plus... We're adding 14 to whatever the number is, so the minimum number that this could be is 14. I'm assuming that this doesn't work if I just do a 0. Yeah. Does this do the same thing it just did if I hit it with a 1? No. So is it saying that the closer I get, the more it's going to light up? So if I add 14 to, we'll say, an average base value of 9, we're saying it's like 23. Is that correct? No. Base strike value is just at what, an 11? So it's lit up right now, which is cool. Oh, I also see that bell curve that's there. What is that? So it's saying it's like too high. That's too low. Let's go with 10. Okay, that's within striking distance, but let's just try 9. Ah! Okay, so that's just about reading the graph. Oh, and that just quells it. Okay, hold on. Can I take this? Oh, maybe it's just telling me that 9 is the base strike value. I think that's what it's trying to get me to do. Okay, so if that's the case, that if 9 is the strike value, that's wonderful. Base strike is 9. So that means that the strike for Boiler is 23, because it's adding 14 to 9. Yeah, this is here for our learning purposes, I think, for the most part. I love that it keeps making those noises. It's fun. Okay, so then what does that mean for the rest of this? Do I pull this 23 times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Stop. Yeah, I didn't think that was gonna work. I have to rethink my strategy. I'm not sure exactly what to do with this information, but hey, 9, we figured out a puzzle of which I kind of don't understand, but we're here. I'm gonna have to call it here for an episode, but it's been a good run. We did a really good job here today. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a like and subscribe if you want to see any future episodes, because of course you do. Check out the playlist if you want to see any games while you're waiting for the next one, and we'll see you very soon. Bye-bye, everybody.